Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we have the first 4 core set cards for 2024. They've been revealed through fan voting, whether it was on Twitter, I believe Discord, and the Hearthstone subreddit. We basically know what all the cards will be, so we'll go over what the choices were and what ended up winning and what you'll be expecting in the core set. They're like all garbage meme cards, but it's a lot of fun. We'll go over that, as well as there are some free packs you can get if you're like an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime user. Just want you to be aware of that if you want to claim those, as well as a major update on the whole massive botting situation going on, mostly in Wild, but also affects the arena and somewhat standard, although standard is more the authorized Blizzard bot. So we're gonna go over all that in this video. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, if you feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like, it helps us out a lot. So the reason I got Wisp highlighted here is we started our first poll from Play Hearthstone earlier this week, pitting 4 0-mana 1/1s, just like last year. We did this last year. Let everyone vote, and whichever one won the poll is entered into the core set. Last year was, I think it was exact same options. We had Wisp, we had Snow Flipper Penguin, we had Murloc Tinyfin, which was my vote. He got robbed last year. Plus Howdy Fin synergy. Don't you want to buff Howdy Fin? And the last one being, Death Imp, which Imp Warlock's basically rotating. All the Imp Warlock synergies are rotating the upcoming rotation, which will be, by the way, likely in March, late February, early March, something like that. It's going to be earlier this year. We don't know the official date yet, but 10-year anniversary of Hearthstone, it's likely to come out. And the poll was, sadly, at least for me, maybe, obviously I'm not the popular opinion here, Snow Flipper Penguin won the vote. So back-to-back years, Snow Flipper Penguin will be that 0-mana 1/1 minion in the core set in Hearthstone. He does have a really cool animation. He's the only one with like a special one, and he is very cute, but I want justice for my Murloc boy and Howdy Fin and all of that. So that was the first card, but there were 3 more polls that occurred. The next one was on the Discord. You like pick a role, and it was between these 4 cards. You had classic Chillwind Yeti, which I believe is in the core set right now. Worgen Greaser, which is pure power creep now, is a 4-mana 6/5. Boulder Fist Ogre, which you know what I'm voting for, right? I literally say it here. If you don't vote for Boulder Fist, it's all Ogre. And then Ultra Soar, which probably would have won like a few years ago, but that meme's kind of died down, and it's all about the Boulder Fist. And yeah, Boulder Fist won by a landslide. It wasn't even close. And it's really cool because Kingpin Pud just got buffed to summon Boulder Fist. So he'll be in the core set next year. And if you want to go full on ogres, you could summon your Boulder Fist with Wind Fury, but he doesn't have Rush. So that might be a little bit too much of a downside. But yeah, Boulder Fist Ogre confirmed for next year's core set. So that's half of the cards. 2 more to go, and the next were taunt options, including a pretty iconic taunt that's in the thumbnail, so maybe spoilers, we'll see. Between Bone Wraith, a 4-mana 2/5 undead taunt reborn, good card, not bad. Stonehill Defender, which is showing as a 3-mana 1/4, but it recently got buffed for twist. I believe it's a 1/5 taunt Battlecry Discover a taunt minion, so it's some value. And yeah, I believe it's a 1/5 now, as well as Circus Amalgam, just 4-mana 4/5. You could play it in all of your tribal decks. Didn't really see much play when it was in standard back in the day. And then Treasure Guard, which is there now, 3-mana 1/5 Naga, Death Rattle, draw a card. Probably the best of the cards, but it was obviously Stonehill that won this poll hands down on the Hearthstone subreddit. Very iconic for back in the day, especially like Odd Paladin always getting like Tareem or Tyrion. The only issue with the card, when it was really good back in the day, there was a class bonus on Discover. Now you're just more likely to get neutral taunt, so it might not be nearly as good, but you know, Taunt Warrior gets a bit of a buff with this card. It's pretty solid. So if you remember that card, you love that card, you'll be having that for free in the core set next year to play in standard. And the last vote was yesterday. I don't think it's wrapped up quite yet, but the numbers are in pretty early. It looks like we know what's going to win, and it's the latest evasive style of card. You can't target it with your spells or hero power. So we have the Evasive Feywing, a 4-mana 5/4 dragon. This did see play back in the day, particularly in Dragon Hunter, which had like that indestructible dragon weapon. As long as there was a minion on the board, you wouldn't lose durability. Saw play there, and I believe in Embiggen Dragon Druid, it saw play too. So like multiple decks. I'm not sure if it slotted into probably some like Reno decks with like Dragon Queen, but overall it did see play, but probably wouldn't see play in today's game. Evasive Chimera, a 2-mana 2/1 beast. Poises can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. This card has never seen the light of day. You could give it like Rush with Bunny Hopper, I guess, or whatever it's called, but overall pretty weak and didn't get a lot of votes by the looks of it. Evasive Worm, another card that saw play, 6-mana 5/3 dragon, Divine Shield or Rush, and of course can't be targeted. Saw play, it's a good arena card, probably wouldn't be competitive enough for ladder, but I don't know, maybe Dragon Druid runs it or just discovers it, generates it. This was my pick. It's because I like cool dragons, and I thought it was the coolest of the bunch. And then Robes of Protection, a 3-mana 2/4. Your minions can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, which did see play in like aggressive decks to just try and be like, you can't interact with my board, right? So I always found the card to be a little bit toxic and not super fun, but it was relatively competitive. It probably had the best chance of being competitive, but as you look at the vote right now, and unless that changes the next 17 hours, it looks like the Evasive Worm will be winning. Although there is a chance, it's up by only 11-ish%, but it's been staying pretty steady. So those are likely the 4 cards that will be in the core set next year: Evasive Worm, Stonehill Defender, Boulder Fist Ogre, and of course our cute little boy Snow Flipper Penguin. Of course, we'll find out more about the core set when standard rotation comes later on in the year, but they like to do this ahead of time because they're preparing for it, obviously, and it's just fun to get the community involved, and I thought it was a lot of fun. So hopefully if you guys got to participate in that. If not, the vote for the Evasive card is still open on Twitter if you want to participate and try and get Robes of Protection to win, or help me in my cause to get Evasive Worm its win, or just vote for whatever you want. So that will still be going on. And the other 2 things I wanted to talk about, just Prime Gaming. There's 3 free standard packs you can claim up until January 17th. My belief is the mini set's going to come out January 16th. And if you, for some reason, don't want to save gold for that, and you want to save your standard pack to try and get mini set cards, that can be a strategy. Or you could just save these packs for next rotation. Like I said, in March or February, you could do that, but you want to claim them by the time of January 17th. You don't have to claim it after that to get that benefits. But yeah, 3 packs, but you have to be a Prime Gaming Amazon Prime member. So it's free if you pay for that service, or you're part of a family or something that has it. So just letting you guys know that you don't want to miss out on those packs if you're able to get them. And then lastly, we have an update, end of year update on unauthorized bots in Hearthstone. We know it's been a big issue. Blizzard has been trying their best, at least they say they are, to, battle this situation so the game is, against humans. That'd be great. And also so these people can't just farm gold and draft these broken arena decks all the time. And this blog post said, as the year winds down, we wanted to give you another update on our increased actions against unauthorized bots this year. Since our last update in October, we've banned an additional 114,237 accounts for botting. We've now banned over 284,000 accounts for botting throughout the year. As you can see from those numbers, we've been ramping up our efforts throughout the year. We'll be continuing the fight into the new year, and we have some plans for the next year that we think will address the problem at a more systemic level. As a reminder, you can help by reporting suspected bots using the in-game reporting tool. Thanks and happy holidays. We'll see you in the tavern in the new year. So it's good news. And I think this is the most important part. If they can figure out a way, just have it like a systemic thing where it just detects these bots and bans them without having to go through manual reporting and all that stuff. That could be the thing that actually gets the situation better. Because even with all these bots banned, it's still all over the place. You go into Wild in particular, at lower RMR, lower Legend, it's just all bots, even Shaman bots. It's crazy. And Standard does have a lot of Deathlight bots that aren't just Blizzard bots, the official ones, which they're not talking about here. So good to see. I'm glad they're being transparent about it, letting us know. It's hard to feel like anything's going on, but I don't think they're making this stuff up, and I do believe that there are plans for next year, as they're saying, and hopefully it works out. So that's the news update. I don't know how much more we're going to have of these. We'll probably have a meta update tomorrow, just going over how the patch is feeling and all that. And then when the holidays start coming in, we're going to start doing a year-end recap. Normally I do the Zeddy's award show. Feeling really under the weather, as you guys know. I've been struggling. It might just be a lot of like top 10s of best, worst and stuff. We'll see. I don't know if I'll have the year-end award show. I'll try and put it on, but again, I just gotta also take care of myself when things have not been going amazingly well, at least health-wise for me. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.